What is good, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? Welcome back to the Fox's Den. It's your boy Foxy. We're getting into another reaction today, as usual. Starting up with some Fire Force. I actually am recording. Usually I record Sundays or a little bit later in the week if I'm like busy, like having fun on the weekend or something. But I really got nothing to do right now, and it's Saturday. So I'm going ahead and getting Fire Force out of the way, and maybe One Piece if it drops in enough time. Like, it drops sometime tonight, usually on Saturday nights. But I usually watch it on Sundays, so I'll either just watch it tomorrow, or if I do have nothing else better to do later when it does drop, then I'll watch that later too. But for right now, we're going to get some more episodes of Fire Force under our belt. We're on episode 7 right now in Season 2. I'm loving it, man. This show just keeps getting better and better. I knew Season 2 was going to pick it up substantially, just because, like, I mean, I've watched a lot of anime, so I'm used to where, like, the first season or really the first arc, you know, it all depends on the show's pacing, the story's pacing for each individual story. But pretty commonly, you know, a story like starts out in the first arc kind of slow, introduces you to the characters, introduces you to the world, the universe, like what's really going on, and all that stuff. And then like the second arc or the second season really starts to pick some of these plot points up and propels you into even more of like what's really it gets you down to the meat of the show. You know what I'm saying? So that definitely happened with the second arc of Season 1. Don't get me wrong, the second arc of Season 1 really turned things up. You know, Shinra met Sho pretty quickly, faster than I was thinking. You know, they were going to have a reunion. And then they had their little fight towards the end of the season, blah, blah, blah. Went to the Nether, finding out some more stuff. I mean, we found out stuff about Giovanni. He's actually a part of the Evangelist and this and that, blah, blah, blah. I mean, second arc was fire, don't get me wrong, of Season 1. But so far, Season 2 has fucking just been stunning from the jump. I mean, episode 1, nice little reintroduction, cool. Got to see the characters again, what they do. I mean, I get it because it's probably, you know, it's probably on a break from like Season 1 and 2 for at least a couple months to a year. Who knows how long the break was until the next season came out. But everything after episode 1 has just been nothing but like just go, 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 go. Like mysteries, information, new characters. That's one thing I wanted to mention too in some of my past couple reactions that I uploaded this past week. From episodes 2 through like 6, there's a lot of new characters coming into the show, and I'm mispronouncing a bunch of their names, so please bear with me whenever I first meet new characters. While I'm in the zone of just reacting and stuff, I'm gonna mispronounce things early on whenever I first meet new people or new characters, so please don't fucking you know, come from my neck too hard while I'm figuring out these people's names. But some of the names that I just remembered while I was editing the videos and stuff that I was mispronouncing, like for example, Haumea. It's Haumea, not Hanamea. It's Haumea. And then I kept on confusing. This is another thing, I kept on confusing the blindfold dude's name, Caron. His name is Caron, but I kept on calling him like Coron or something like that. Or Conro. I think I was saying Conro. Like, it sounded so off. But anyways, his name is Caron. Charon. Caron. That's that dude's name. We got Haumea instead of Hanamea. And then we got Inca. I don't think I mispronounced her name. Her name's pretty easy. But Caron specifically was confusing me because his name's Caron. And then Shinra was trying to use this devil sign called Korna. So, like, all the letters and, like, the words look pretty similar. And then also, I was confusing that with Benimaru's brother, Konro. So, like, all these words and names were, like, very similar. So, Caron, I was fucking up a lot. And then also, I just didn't realize that Haumea is not Hanamiya. So, like, yeah. You know, I'm making some mistakes here and there, you know, at least with pronunciations. I noticed that it was just making me cringe while I was editing it. I was like, oh, Jesus. Oh, my God. Like, get the names right. Come on, Chris. What the hell? But yeah, bear with me whenever I meet new characters. I'm usually pretty good about names and stuff like that, but I just noticed I was just cringing while I was editing. I was like, wow, I'm messing these names up left and right. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a quick heads up about that because I couldn't stop thinking about it while I was editing those videos throughout the week. But yeah, we're on episode 7, Road to the Oasis. We left off with the conclusion of the battle in the city. And Inca finally made her decision. She's going to the Evangelist, which I'm not surprised about because as the episodes went on and on, like as I was editing too, while I was watching rewatching those episodes while I was editing those videos, it made me realize also like there's moments where throughout the whole like scenario of Inca meeting the Evangelist and like kind of, you know, just being in between both the Fire Force and the Evangelist, every moment like where she was kind of scared at first or confused or just like shocked, like obviously you're in that moment of shock, but right after that moment of shock she would always have this like, it wasn't always very obvious, but like for example, like whenever Connorman first showed up, like quick as hell, and then like obliterated her friend or little companion, whatever, because it wasn't really her friend. I mean, he's dead. And then she killed Vonda herself. Like, this girl's crazy. But in that moment, she was very shocked and scared at first, right? She was like, what the heck? Like, you know, she was like anybody would be. But then quickly after that, this one wasn't as obvious, but like she was kind of blushing. So like this whole time when there's been these moments of danger and like living life on the edge, like just the like being in between this fight of the Fire Force and the Evangelist, she was shocked and like surprised in the moment. Like that was her first reaction, but right after that it was just like, oh my god, like this is what I've been yearning for. Like I really like this. Like this danger makes me feel alive. So yeah, you would notice that with her personality throughout those couple episodes, is that she was actually really enjoying those moments after her first reaction of surprised or, you know, whatever. And then so yeah, we finished the battle. She goes with the Evangelist, as I'm not surprised, you know, with her personality. And then after that, they conclude, they go home, and then now they're making a joint operation with they're sending some of their rookies like Squad 2, Squad 5, the academy teachers, you know, leading the group, Shinra from Squad 8, I think Tamaki's there as well. So we got this joint operation going on, and they're getting ready to go to the Chinese Peninsula. So they're going outside of the Tokyo Empire to try and find out some more clues or just information in general about Odola Bursts and the cataclysmic event from 250 years ago. So hopefully they actually find out some useful information. I'm assuming they will, since this is like the first time that they're going over there. But the dude from Squad 2, he actually lives over in the Chinese Peninsula, but not in the exact location that they're going, but he's like kind of from this land, you know what I'm saying? So I'm excited that we're going to a new place, because when I first started the show, they made it sound like that the Tokyo Empire was the only thing left from the outside world whenever the cataclysm event happened. So I'm really excited to learn now that I'm not as ignorant and left out of the loop as before, where I thought it was just the Tokyo Empire. They said it again, where they showed the world map, like before and after, basically, of the cataclysm event, and all the continents are basically smaller, some a lot smaller than others. Like Africa was like almost completely fucking gone, so who the hell knows what happened there. But it's good to know that there is still a lot of land. Like, it's not just the Tokyo Empire. So that was cool that they cleared that up, and I'm excited that they're going to a new place. I mean, we haven't been in the Tokyo Empire. These characters haven't been in the Tokyo Empire, so I'm excited. This is going to be cool, and I'm excited to learn more about Odola Burst and hopefully get to the bottom of what the hell is really going on. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into the video. If you guys enjoy the reaction, please leave a like, comment down below, subscribe if you're new. There's plenty more on the way. And your boy's gonna start this joint. Let's get it. Soshida. I fucking love that intro. Soshida! Death by fire! We on a boat? We on a boat? This man's... I like how... I thought he was only going to be talking with a whistle at first. Like, that was the only way he communicate. But he actually talks sometimes. So, like, it confuses me. It's like, why don't you just say it? That's right, Ogun's here too, bro. I'm fucking with him. I fuck with his character. And they all know each other. See, look how close they are. What the... What? Yeah, let's just eat soil, guys. If you go to a new country, be sure to eat the soil first. Out of respect. They have like kind of like a southern accent because they're like potato farmers or whatever, you know? After my boy.
せっかくだから物資の受け取りまでお母様と話しとけ。
ほんまけおか、夫は代わりでベロさ。
Yeah, see, they kind of like shorten everything and abbreviate it. Like Okasan is mom, but they say ma, so it's like Oka. Then pa, Ota, or Oto, I think he said Oto, because it's Oto-san, so he's like Oto. Just a mite? Yeah, it's probably not a mite. Who in tarnation did this?
これからどこに行くんだ。道中野党に気をつけろよ。あとここから先は奇妙なガスが出てるからな。
ガス？
俺たちが今から向かうところはここだろう。なんでここ？
It seems there's like a lot of unknown in this land. Like even the people that are here, they're like giving them warnings. Like there's a strange gas. There's this. There's that. Like they don't even know what the hell it is. Damn right. I'm gonna make mom and pop proud, baby. You know what I'm saying? Juggernaut. Oh my goodness. My boy Juggernaut gonna cuff Tamaki by the end of the season. Watch. Watch. I believe in my boy. Alright, let's get it, baby. Road to the Oasis. Are they high off this gas? Gas? These motherfuckers are high as shit or something, dude. Wait, he's driving? Oh my god. Oh, that's right. I realized that his voice actor is the same voice actor for Irwin from AOT, and then also probably some other people too that I forgot. He's a popular voice actor. The hell is that? What is that? Yeah. These motherfuckers off the gas, bruh. Bro, what the hell is going on? Oh, he better murder you. My god. He whipping that joint. Bro, what? It's a giant worm, apparently. That's what the mole said. I need to learn to not be surprised anymore. Bro, that's fucking fire! Like a hoverboard with his flames? With his pyrokinesis? That's so dope. That reminds me of like Sonic Riders for some reason.
お前らどこに向かってんだ。あいつらさえ来なければこんなジャガイモを盗むこともなかったんだ。お前ら
It seems this little mole has pyrokinesis too.
俺はオアシスを取り戻したい。
It has something to do with the spatial rift. This dude Shinra's high as fuck.
ほらこっちで見せろ。
That is so sick. Yes, sir. They gonna have some fire teamwork already.
陽動作戦成功だ。
That's a pretty fucking view.
お前は一体何なんだ。
ジャガイモ泥棒の悪モグラだよ。
話を聞かせてもらえる。
俺はここより西にあるオアシスから来たんだ。そこはこんな荒れ地とは違って植物も水もある、まさに楽園だった。
こんな荒廃した土地にもオアシスが。
信じがたいことだな。
あ、あれは。おーい、やったー。
お前たちはここで待ってろ。
Dude, this is gonna be wild, bro. Every animal can like basically talk.
あのカラスもオアシスの仲間だ。喋るモグラの次は喋るカラス。おい、俺たちは消防隊だ。消防隊？
Are they able to talk and like have pyrokinesis because of the gas that was getting them high? Or
ここで暖を取る。
it has something to do with the spatial rift? Like the spatial rift allowed them to have pyrokinesis and like human-like abilities, just like Shinra and them. It's gonna be interesting, man.
あのオアシスに行ってアドラバーストを調査すると。
そういうことですね。
君たちが人の言葉を話せるのもアドラの影響なのか。
あ？知らねえよ。後ろの奴らみたいに話せないのがほとんどだ。
今度は君たちのことを。
Most of them can't speak.
オア
Okay.
シスから追われたって言っていたな。
ああ、ある日突然現れた謎の集団。あいつらはオアシスに住む俺たちを問答無用で襲ってきやがった。あの日からオアシスを追われちまったんだ。
Imagine it's like it's a group of evangelists, but they're all animals. Oh my god, I'm gonna if I call that if I'm right on that, I'm a genius.
街の火がないとこんなに暗いんだな。
Because that sounds ridiculous. What I just said came out of my mouth. Sounds ridiculous. But
あれ見てみろ。
way things are going, I wouldn't be surprised.
昼間は明るくて気がつかなかったぜ。あっちにもそこら中にあるぞ。
ホムラビト。
Wait, they're all infernals?
あれ全部か。
あれが見えてんのか。俺は鳥目で全然見えねえが、お前目がいいな。お前が言うように、あれはホムラビトだ。中には250年前の大災害からさまよってるのもいる。話は聞いたぜ。てめえら海の向こうの島でホムラビトを殺してやってるんだろ。
まあ、
それにあの辺は地盤が緩い。下手したら足場が崩れて溶岩に真っ逆さまだぜ。諦めな。
That looks wild. Like that actually like looks scary.
さあな、知らねえよ。お前たち人間が俺たちを珍しがるまで、俺らが何者かなんて考えてなかったんだからよ。
Those are all infernals. That's a lot, bro.
全部ホムラビト。
Who's lurking? Who's lurking? Oh, never mind. It was just a transition. Okay. That had me sus at first, bro. I thought somebody was lurking, listening in or something.
旅路だろう。少しは俺のこと信用しただろう。
信用も何も我々はこの地のことを知らなすぎる。モグラとカラスの手も借りたい気分だよ。
Moles and crows included. Thanks for being inclusive.
これ登るの？よし、行くぞ。
お前、人間のくせに飛べるのか。
なんか ここならいいじゃがいもが作れそうな気がする。またじゃがいもの話か。
やっぱりこれしっかりしてる。
My man's Juggernaut love his potatoes, bro. Damn. I like potatoes too, bro. You can cook them in so many ways. Beautiful potatoes. I love them. Hash browns, fries, baked potato, mashed potatoes, home fries, steak fries, any kind of fry. Potato cakes.
どれのことだ。なんでこんなところに。
姿勢を低くしろ。ご神体を知ってるのか。
知ってるも何も。俺は東京広告の要。アマテラスじゃないか。なんでこんなところに。間違うはずない。
おい、目立つからかがめって。
あれはバルカンの祖先が作ったはずのものだろ。
シンラ君の言う通り、少し小さくはあるけどアマテラスですよ。
本当にアマテラスなの？
What the hell is going on, bro?
下に降りて調査しないとな。
ご神体はオアシスの中央にある。案内するからついてこい。
So that's probably why this was an oasis, is because they harnessed a Dola burst and made an Amaterasu. Just like the Tokyo Empire. This might be like an older civilization that didn't last.
ご神体はこの先、北西の方向だ。
なあ、ご神体がアマテラスと同じなら、ご神
The
体
tabernacle.
もアドラバーストってことだろ？
どっちにしろ、アドラバーストの力でこれだけの自然が復活してるなら、世界の復興にアドラバーストは役に立つってことだよな。やっぱりアドラバーストは汚れなき聖なる炎だったんだ。
いや、逆にこの世界の破滅の原因だったかもしれないよ。
Yeah, you never know, man. This is getting crazy.
パーン中隊長、俺たちは今人体発火の謎の核心に迫っているかもしれないんです。スコップの言う通り、相手との交渉が不可能だとしても強引にでも調査すべきです。
そうだそうだ、いいぞヒーロー。
The mole's hyping him up. He's like, hell yeah, I like you.
誰にも大災害の調査の邪魔はさせない。お前またこんなところまで来て引けねえだろ。
私も草壁に賛成です。
It was weird. It was like that smile was leaking out the first pillar again. I really want to learn more about her, bro. What's going on with that first pillar?
俺たちのオアシスを取り返してくれ。
まずは対話で反応を見てからだ。
だから話が通じる相手じゃないんだって。頼むよ、助けてくれよ。
Infernal dogs?
犬なら犬だって最初から言えよ。
こんなとこに人がいるわけねえだろ。
Guess so they're all dogs.
あの犬たちに食い殺された。これでも反撃はしたんだ。ただあいつらの親分がさらにヤバいやつでどうしようもなかったんだよ。
森を守って。これはアドラリンク。森を一体どこから。
What if Adola Bursts themselves have like personalities? Like what if that voice that Shinra was just hearing was the Adola Burst coming from the tabernacle or whatever? Like the first or second Amaterasu. What if that Adola Burst was speaking to Shinra through an Adola link? Like, is that possible? Because, I mean, I don't know. It just seems like the way he was hearing that voice right there at that specific moment, and it was saying protect the forest, yet the forest, the forest is maybe what maybe came to be from the tabernacle or that Adola Burst being used in that way. And then ever since then, it's been kind of deteriorating because nobody's been here and they took the oasis away from these other animals like the mole and whoever. Now it's desperately pleading like protect the forest before it's too late. I don't know, man. I think that might be the case. I think like Adola bursts might be sentient in some form or fashion. Like maybe that first pillar. See, now I'm thinking about some wild shit. Like, what if the first pillar was really Shinra's Adola burst this whole time? But that doesn't make any sense because they're two separate pillars, correct? I don't know, man. I don't fucking know. So much to learn still. There's so much to learn, and like while we're learning, there's also more and more questions to be asked. Like that, like just by the end of this episode, this is why like my mind is racing. Like, what could be this? What could be that? But that was interesting that he started hearing that voice through that Adola link, and that voice particularly was saying, "Protect the forest." That's what's making me think that Adola burst is like almost crying for help that's inside the tabernacle to protect the forest, or it's some other pillar or something, I guess. Like maybe another person with an Adola burst, because it seems that the Adola people that have Adola burst are all linked together in some sort of way. I don't know exactly how it works still, but like that's how it seems, at least, because the first pillar is able to fuck around with all the other pillars. Like, you know, she's been manipulating Shinra before and trying to cultivate his hatred and his anger. She made a quick little appearance to Inca when Inca doesn't even really know what's going on yet during the city. Like, Inca saw her for a second, the first pillar as well. So it seems that people that have Adola burst can link with other people that have Adola bursts through the realm, Adola realm or whatever. I still don't know for sure, but I feel like I feel like I'm pretty on track. I feel like, but there's gonna be subtle various answers or stuff. Like I might be a little off in some way, or I might be completely off. But I feel like I'm pretty on track. It's just like we still got to figure it out. Like it's gonna take a little bit more time until it's actually answered for us, or for me at least. But yeah, guys, that was another fire episode of Fire Force. Holy shit, man. We're in the Chinese Peninsula. There's weird shit. They're fucking tripping off fucking gas, which is funny that they're just calling it gas. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Smoking that gas. That's funny as shit that they were like high as fuck in the beginning of the episode just because of the like gas from the underground or whatever. And then we meet this talking mole. We meet this talking crow. I'm not sure. That's another thing I'm thinking about, is if their abilities, like human-like abilities, came from the tabernacle, which they're saying is this spatial rift. Or is the tabernacle the spatial rift that they're talking about? Because they were talking about a spatial rift, and then they see the tabernacle, which is basically like Amaterasu, and then they have the gas from the underground of whatever area that they're at. So is the gas itself making certain animals have these human-like abilities, or is it the spatial rift, or is it the tabernacle, or is the spatial rift just the tabernacle? Like they're both the same thing. It's just they didn't know what the, like, I don't know. They did. It seemed maybe like Shinra and them, they knew they were heading towards a spatial rift, but they didn't know that spatial rift was going to be literally like basically another Amaterasu. I'm not sure. They could be separate things, but those are some of the things that they're trying to investigate. That's why I like this right now. We're getting a lot more like what's this, what's that, you know, just like trying to figure everything out. So we meet the mole and the crow, and they're talking. So is it because of those three things that I said? They also saw in this when it was turned night in this one valley in particular, there's just a shit ton of infernals, and some of them have been there since the Great Cataclysmal event, which has been, you know, like 250 years, and these infernals have not been put to rest. And that's like, you know, the Tokyo Empire's belief is that they have to put them to rest. But the crow said it pretty loosely, is what they're basically doing is like, oh yeah, I heard from your land, like, you guys kill infernals. And Shinra was like, kill? Well, I mean, yeah, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Like, because they put it in this sort of context that like they're putting them to rest. You know what I'm saying? Which is a good way to believe for certain people, like people that are unpowered and it happens to their family members. It's good for that sense, so you're not being insensitive about their feelings and whatnot. We learned about that very early on in the show in the first season. That's kind of why they uphold these beliefs and why their culture is like that in the Tokyo Empire. But in the Chinese Peninsula, at least with these animals, I don't know about the people. Because I mean, we haven't seen any humans out where they're at right now in this oasis or this barren land. We saw people at the coast, like where I guess, you know, Juggernaut and his family are from. But we haven't seen any humans, so I guess the humans, like, it's unlivable out there. I mean, basically, I mean, all the gas and everything, I can see why. So yeah, I don't know, man. It seems there's no humans out there. There's these infernal dogs that chase these animals out, and there's this boss that they apparently couldn't defeat. So is the boss an actual human? Is it like an actual person that we're gonna be like, okay, not so surprised, like maybe it is a hand in with the Evangelist or something, or is it something completely different? Like, dude, I don't know, man. This is getting good, and this is just the first episode that we're watching today. This is just episode 7, or at least the first episode in the Chinese Peninsula. So I'm excited for them to keep investigating and hopefully figure out some more. And I'm assuming Shinra's already had one Adola link with whoever that voice was, and also when he was getting hyped up, like, we can't stop now, it showed the first pillar again. And I keep on saying that's the first pillar because that's what I remember Haomea saying, is that girl is the first pillar, because she was speaking in context that the first pillar was like messing with Shinra. So I hope I'm right on that. I'm pretty sure those are two separate people, like a double burst, but we just don't know enough about that blonde girl yet, which is, I'm assuming, the first pillar from according to Haomea. But man, dude, this show is getting so good. Like, I'm having longer and longer discussions now, just trying to fucking wrap it all around my brain. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the reaction. If you guys did, please leave a like down below, comment, let's have a discussion. This is getting crazy. I mean, correct me on anything that if I'm wrong on, but don't spoil anything for me. Yeah, man, this is getting wild. Like, it's hard for me to even think right now. But plenty more reactions on the way. Please subscribe if you guys are new so you guys can see those reactions. And I'll catch y'all in the next episode. We're about to get into episode 8 of season 2. I'll see y'all there. Deuces.